Hi everyone, thanks for taking the time to watch the video. Today we're going to talk about the O1 visa for musicians and entertainers. Previously we did a video on the National Interest Waiver and how that applies to musicians and entertainers, but we get questions on these. We have potential clients reach out. Often they're concerned that they will not meet the requirements for a National Interest Waiver, or maybe they're looking for something more temporary. They're looking to come to tour, concert tour. Maybe there's specific dates that they want to play here in the United States or perform here in the United States. And the National Interest Waiver, it takes a little longer to get approved. It's not so temporary, and they need something in the meantime to be able to come here and carry out their tour or their trip, their itinerary. So the O1 visa may be a good option for a musician or entertainer that's in this scenario. Again, my name is Dan Nast. I'm an immigration attorney with Orlando Visa Lawyer, which is an immigration law firm that provides services across the entire United States. And like I said, today we're going to discuss the O1 visa and how it pertains to musicians and or entertainers. So, the O1 visa is another one of these visas that's based on the person's extraordinary ability. So it's an ability-based visa. So there's going to be certain requirements that have to be met and other things that are needed for the application. So let's start with those things that are needed. What are some things that a musician or an entertainer would need under this visa? Well, they're going to need a U.S. agent. They're going to need the agent in the U.S. to petition for them to come to the United States. So that's really the first step. There has to be an agent in the U.S. that's willing to petition for this individual to come to the United States to perform. A contract, written contract is something that's going to be needed. They're going to, the government is going to want to see that there's actually an agreement to employ this person on a temporary basis in place. An itinerary, they want to know the dates. They want to know what days you're going to be here, what day you're coming in, where you're going to be, and what day you're leaving. And a written advisory letter from an appropriate peer group. There's many groups out there that can provide these letters. Make sure you get one from one that is approved or appropriate, and it's best to get one from the list from USCIS to make sure you're getting one from an appropriate group. So we covered some things you're going to need there, right? That the musician entertainer would need. Now let's discuss some of the requirements for the visa. So, like I said before, this is an ability-based visa, right? They're looking for that extraordinary ability that the person has. So what are some things that show that the person has extraordinary ability? Well, they've been a lead or a participant in a distinguished event. Maybe you've hosted something that's considered as a distinguished event in your industry, or you've been in a big play, a big show, something along those lines. Recognition in publications, have you been recognized in an industry publication, in an industry newspaper? Have you been recognized for your achievements in a major newspaper, articles written about you, winning awards, that kind of thing? Or maybe you have a record of major commercial or even critical success. There's been articles written about you. Maybe you've won awards, been nominated for awards. You've been paid well, that kind of thing. High salary is another thing you can show. There's high salary and, you've been paid well in your field. So there's different things, and you have to meet more than one requirement. So you have to show you have to meet multiple items like that. So, like I said, there's requirements. There are things that you need. There's things to keep track of. So if you're a musician or entertainer or agent in the U.S. looking to bring someone over and you're thinking of applying for an O1 visa for them, be sure to consult with an immigration attorney. We handle these here at Orlando Visa Lawyer. So, contact us by email. call us, contact us via WhatsApp. The information for those things is on the screen. Schedule a consultation for us. We can discuss your case with you and see if an O1 visa is right for you and give you advice on the next steps. But again, consult with an immigration attorney if you're thinking of applying for an O1 visa. Thanks everyone for taking the time to watch.